Hello. I had one of my viewers asked to have a tour of the boat and that because I guess I haven't really done it in a while, and a lot of you may not know what kind of boat it is or anything. This is a 1982 30-foot O'Day. It was a production boat back in the day, and it's pretty bare nuts boat. There's nothing fancy in it. I don't have all the cabinetry that most of the other boats have. It's basic, period, basic. So I'm gonna turn this around and show you just some of the stuff. As a quick little. Okay, this is the main cabin, and some of you who have been watching lately know that I'm redoing my upholstery, and I'm pretty well along with it. I guess the couch. This is the couch where I usually sleep at night. I just use that, and I can take it. This pulls up, which gives me a little bit more room under there, but since I put the new cushions here, there's not as much room. So I have bought me some new hinges that will allow me to raise this backrest up higher and give me more room in there. But as you see, right now, this is my storage. This is have my life vest up there, my drinks, my sugar, and my flares and all that, and some of the material is like all over the place from where I'm working on it. But basically, portholes, which all kind of leak a little bit. This is the aft berth or the quarter berth, which I have stuff put in it that I use for the reupholstery job. Underneath there, that's the foam that is going to be used for the tabletop, which, as you know, I've hurt my side a little bit, so I haven't been doing a whole lot with that, but I will. I'm feeling a lot better now. So I'll give you a little tour of the inside, and of course this is the chart table, which is filled with all my tools and stuff that I'm working with right now. It looks like a mess, but it's an organized mess actually. And down here is all my recycling, my few storage places in there that I do have. There's my batteries for my dinghy out there. My one sink, which is full of dirty dishes I have to clean. This is actually the top the cutting board top that goes on top of the stove. Now this is my only really storage in the kitchen areas. These shelves back there and back up in there. It's not a whole lot. There's nothing covering up. I did build this microwave. I installed that afterwards. And my cooktop, which is a Rego alcohol stove, which works just fine for me. I like it. And I did also took out the space from underneath it and put me in a small dorm room refrigerator that I keep a lot of my stuff in, underneath the sink and all that. Now I have this is my companionway, which I'll give you a quick look out that in a little bit. And my fan, all my holes. This flooring down here was, when I got it, this is all rotted wood, and I have taken and changed this all over to, let me pull this up, show you, which is pretty good. This is actually cutting boards from a restaurant I worked in with like a Pergo laminate put over the top. So this is all waterproof. This cannot rot anymore. So if it does get wet, there's no damage made to it. And I have replaced the pedestal. That was gone. And like I said, this whole thing will fold down and make a big double bed. Yeah, like I said, the next thing I'm upholstering is the top that goes on that. Now I'm going to just give you a quick look out the companionway because it's still very, very windy out here. I mean, really windy. It's blowing. Everything is blowing around. See the tarps on the other boats are all being shredded. I took my tarp down, but it's blowing. Oh, well, we're getting gale force gusts out through here. Steady 30, 35 knot winds blowing. So that's why I'm staying in these few days. Hopefully it'll get better. I'm working on stuff back here, working on my dinghy, working on stuff, but obviously these last few days I'm not working on anything outside. So let me go back inside where it's not so windy and not so cold. Close this back up. Ah, that's better. It's really blustery out there. Okay, moving forward. This is the head up in here, which is pretty basic, pretty simple. This is the only, I have two shelves up in here. And of course you can see, I use these plastic coffee containers for everything. I've got a roll of toilet paper in each of those back in there. This is real basic. I do have a sink, a handheld shower if I need it, which I don't think I'll ever do it in here unless I absolutely have to. A mirror, you get to see me. And on this side, the one hanging closet that I do have is over here, which I have shelved back there to put some stuff on. My hanging stuff, I have actually my tools and stuff in the back. Inside there I keep them. Close this up. And of course, the V-berth, which is, V-berth is just another word for storage bin. And I have all my boat stuff is on the bottom here. This is clothes. Of course, my foul weather gear stuffed in here. And in this container, this looks like my winter clothes. Foam, other clothes, material. This is where, like I said, this has just turned into, it's all my diving gear there, which I haven't had a chance to use. I have built a new, that's a locker, anchor locker up there, chain locker up there, and underneath that, it's just more storage that I put stuff. But this is basically for right now until I get everything situated. It's just another storage area for right now. And I have my forward hatch that I can get in and out if I absolutely have to. I call it my escape hatch, which I've replaced this before. And the two little vents up there, you can see I've replaced that one. That was gone. So I have done a good bit of work in it. Yeah, I'll go back out here. You can see what it looks like from in here. And I slowly keep trying to do improvements to everything, but it all takes a while. Being small, there's really not a whole lot of space to put anything. So when you are working on something, like if you have a boat, you'll know that when you're working on one thing, you end up having to take everything out of the way, stick it somewhere else, and to give you room to work on whatever it is you're working on. And so you end up with stuff just piled like in here and in here while you're working on it, where you normally would. Normally there's not much stuff back here, but you see I've got my material, my foam, that board is what I use to cut my material out. I have a leak that is continually coming down there I can't find. That's what that drains water down into that receptacle down there. And my maps, my video stuff, and of course my Xbox, my old companion. And the sewing machine that I've been doing all this work, I said it's cost me, a good bit of money. I ended up spending a good bit of my cruising kitty just to reupholster this. But if you can go back and see what this all looked like beforehand, this single thing has changed the look of the whole cabin. I mean, it looked pretty much like crap before. I didn't realize how bad it was until I started putting new stuff in. So yeah, it's really, really a vast improvement. Okay, let me get you back. Okay, now a little bit about me. First off, wow, I used to have long hair, but I cut it all off. So I'm gonna hide all of this scruffy looking stuff with that. There. Now I look more nautical now anyway. Okay. For 12 years before I bought the boat, I worked as the prep cook at Applebee's in Albemarle, North Carolina, Matthews, North Carolina, and in Gastonia, North Carolina. So for 12 years, I was pretty much the main prep cook for those places, and I was very, very good at it. Before that, I was a framer, builder, contractor, developer of land in around the Charlotte, Mecklenburg, Union County area, where I had some land in New Salem, which is in northern part of Union County, and I developed a couple pieces of land there and one piece of land over in Oakboro. And after I got done with all that, I hurt my back a little bit, and I just really got tired of working out in the heat during the summer and the cold during the winter, hadn't put up with all the weather. So I ended up getting a job, of all places, in Applebee's, at a restaurant in Applebee's. And okay, came on, went off, I don't know what I did. But anyway, so I'm going to now attempt to piece all this together and put it on one post. So you guys pretty much know my history, know the boat's history, know what I've been going through, and what I hope to do is finish stuff up in here. I will probably stay here for the winter. It's too late for me to go south, I believe, because I don't want to travel in the cold weather because it's cold, for one thing. And I would rather be down there already and on my way to the Bahamas. But of course, the Bahamas kind of got trashed this year. So missing this year won't be that big a thing. But anyway, I'll get out of here now. When I get done after this, I'll continue doing my cushion work and stuff like that. And I have footage of that to take and post yet, but not enough of it to do a whole thing. So that will be put on afterwards. But I am getting better. My side is much better. I got like probably one more week before it heals up all the way. And I'll try to post this all in the right order so it makes sense to anybody who is new or hasn't seen, kind of has an idea of where I've been, what I was doing, and where I plan to go from here. So let me get back out and try to get this posted so you can all watch it. Thanks again for watching.